right, hello my friends. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great time. Let me see. Oh, there is the chat over here again. I didn't put it. Okay, here we go. Hi Eric, how you doing? Thank you for always being the first one in the chat. Ooh, my cat is coming here. Hi Beachy Tubber and Robert. Hi from also Vienna. Also, that's nice. Hi Jens from Germany. How are you doing? Johan from Netherlands. How are you doing? So today we have a little bit of a Halloween stream, doing some Halloween themes, and also the weekly review is in that area. What kind of things have you planned for your Halloween party, for the time? I think it's gonna happen because people can go outside with the mask and stuff like that, so probably that's a thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. Parties? Yeah, maybe. I hope so. Hi, Chess Dude. Thanks for joining. Long time no see. Oh, okay. So you joined after a long time. That's cool. Hi, Chapwin from the USA. How are you doing? Johan from Netherlands. Hi. Thanks for joining. Awesome. So, hi, Russell. Thanks for joining. Hi. Happy Sunday to you too. Okay. Whoop. Let me put some stuff over here. I have to quickly finish this thing here. 1 second. Give me a second here. Let's say 20 minutes here and then also say 20 minutes here. And then we can also basically already switch over. I did a little bit spooky music this time at the beginning. All right. Okay, let's switch over. No, what? Oh, what did I do? Ah, I pressed the wrong button. Stop recording. Stop recording. Okay, good. I have my button here for recording, but that's not what we want to do today. There we go. Okay, cool. By the way, I asked you about my account, Instagram account, like I made a second one just for photography. And I just called it Olivio Photography because I thought, first of all, it's simple. Secondly, it has photography in the name. And thirdly, I can use it like for multiple things, not just for traveling. So that's kind of a good, like, more open thing. I already uploaded some stuff, mostly from the September challenge, but maybe you have not seen that yet. I will link that. I have also automatically, like the chatbot will link that. So if you want to follow me here, boom, there we go. That's my new one if you want to check that out. Hi Roland, how are you doing? Jurek from Poland, how are you doing? Diana from Ireland. Hey, I will be in Ireland next month, I think, if everything works out. Hi Joe, thanks for joining. Did I forget anyone? I don't think so. Roland, did I already say hello? Yes, I think so. Okay, perfect. The starting music was great. I need to get some, yeah, maybe switch the music more often, stuff like that. All right. By the way, let's talk about gear real quick because I think I will get this thing here. If you use that, let me know, or what you use. This is this kind of strap where you can have your camera hang here on your backpack, right? On your side strap, or you can also put it on your trouser. I'm not sure if that's so great because it's like rather heavy, but maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. Just have your hands free once in a while and have your camera ready all the time. That might be good. So yeah, and this apparently is pretty good. I've never tried it, but this is apparently one of the top products for that kind of purpose. Of course, I want to have something that is really steady and really safe, not kind of a cheap knockoff or something, because the camera and the lens is so expensive. If that drops down, it's not worth saving like 10 or 20 bucks, right? Rather have a really good thing from the start in this case, because I just, yeah, for safety, right? You don't want to lose your good gear over, yeah, say having a knockoff thing, right? So that's the kind of idea. And I think I will get that tomorrow because on Tuesday I'm going to fly to Barcelona and make a photo shoot for you and then film that and like just going around in the streets, POV, with my POV means point of view with my GoPro strapped to my chest. I have a chest mount, and then also once in a while, I have this other GoPro. This is 360. I will strap this to my head like this. I have a head mount too. And so because I'm very like flexible with the camera, like sometimes from lower thumbs down, sometimes from higher, stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to see the camera. I watched other YouTubers, what they do. Maybe they just photograph more on the middle part. I don't know. I found that for me with my test videos, often the camera is not in the view, right? So with 360, I can just point the camera anywhere afterwards. Let's see how good that works out. I hope you enjoy that. Yeah, so that's gonna be a thing, and then the photos will be here on Olivio Photography on that, yeah, on this account, because the other one is more for the photo edits, right? Okay, cool. Let's see. What is the chat saying real quick before we start? I used the peak design clip since 2 years. The best thing I ever bought. Oh, that's good. Okay. So that's worth the money. Wow, the 1990s. Would you have thought that this stuff was possible? In the 1990s? Oh, yeah. I mean, the technique has developed dramatically, and the cameras have become so good. It's really crazy. Like this little thing here. Let me switch over real quick. This little camera here, it can actually film in 240 frames per second. So you can do amazing slow motion shots with this. So yeah, I'm really, really impressed with this, and will hopefully use this a lot. I mean, I know I will use it a lot. I already did so far. So that's pretty good. What else did I miss in the chat? Let me see. There are much cheaper ones. Same design. I paid £12 for mine. Yeah, but then if it crashes, if my camera falls down, I know. I you know what? That's then I would feel really bad about it on saving a little bit of money, right? To have that risk, because I don't know. I just want to go the safe route with this. I already saved a lot of money on the lenses, not buying the G Master lenses from Sony, but buying the Sigma lenses, which I find are actually better than the Sony lenses, but that's up to taste, I guess. Where are you heading in Ireland specific, Diana? I'm traveling with a friend. Did the live stream cut out? No, I hope not. Looked a little bit strange here for a second. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm going to Dublin, and then we travel to Westport, and then I'm traveling back to Dublin and flying back. So I'm just being there for several days, just for a short amount. Again, this kind of photo project, I want to do this more often. No difference. I don't know. I use it and it's great. Oh, wait, I maybe missed something. Where are you heading? Oh, okay, I already read that. I use it and it's great. I put it on my belt at times and tighten the belt tight. Works well, great. By the way, I kind of like, I decided that, especially with all that gear, I would rather have like the best gear I can afford for that like kind of occasion, because I found that it gives you more. You just get more out of it. It costs a little bit more, but you get more out of it at the same time, right? And there's often alternatives that are kind of the same, almost the same, but not really the same. So maybe with this clip, it's exactly the same, but I can't tell. I mean, I have a lot of like cheaper gear, like these kind of Chinese copies that are mounts of something. I can't find it right now. And they are not as good because they are not like tightening enough, and they are not like they just are not exactly machined in the right way. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I have this thing here, which is very nice. It's an aluminum hat. You can see this here, maybe. You see this? It's an aluminum hat that you put on the, like, here's a GoPro mount and here's a tripod mount. This is a big tripod mount, so I had to have an adapter in there. But this, it's nice, but it's not exactly 100% machined right. So it could be better. It's good enough, but it's not exact. And that's often a problem, you know? And then I had like GoPro knockoff batteries for my GoPro Max, which were complete crap. you can completely forget about that. So I found that you save a lot of hustle and experimentation and time, and often you are there in the situation and the thing doesn't work, so you paid a ton of money to get there to take that picture, and then the gear doesn't work because you wanted to save $30 and you wasted hundreds of bucks just to get there. That's not good. So I kind of reconsider on that, because it's a long time investment, right? You're using these things for many, many years. You know, if you calculate it over time, like you spend $80 over 10 years on equipment, that's like $8 a year. That's not really much, right? That's not really bad. Okay, anyways, let's switch over here. Let me know about your gear stories, good or bad. That might be a good topic, actually. Let me know about that. Like, good gear you bought, bad gear you bought. What do I have bad gear stories? Let me think about that. And we also want to do an edit today, so let's get started with that. Already talked 12 minutes. Time flies. It's really crazy. So I found some pictures that I like, but I want to find some more. Like, I like this one here. Let's download some stuff here. So this is nice. Let's say here, Halloween compo. Right, let's go like this. So here we have one. Right. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. I save on other areas. And as you know, like shirts, clothing, very cheap clothing. Yeah. So that's the alternative. This is also not too bad here. Just have to find some nice pictures we can, oh, nice. We can use for the Halloween composite today, because again, I wanted to do something where I'm kind of like have to deal with what I find online, like a creative challenge, you know? So if we use this thing here, that would put it into a room. So we couldn't use a forest. So we have to think if that's a good idea or not. This we could put in a forest, maybe. Like a forest, like, oh, this is also nice. Like this forest here is also nice, right? So we can play around with that. I only go with original GoPro stuff or third-party ones in aluminium. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why GoPro doesn't do more in aluminium, because I find it a really good material. I bought some mounts from China, and one of the racetrack, it broke, and luckily I didn't lose my GoPro. Yeah, that's also a risk, right? Because they have to go under a lot of stress sometimes. I mean, I use it mostly for walking around, but still. And also, like, get this. I bought this mount here, which is the original GoPro mount. This is the chest mount. And then you can have that bundled with the head mount. And I bought it on Amazon. And sneakily, Amazon put their own head mount in the pack instead of the original head mount. And you had to like really look carefully if you buy the original head mount or the Amazon basic head mount. And the Amazon basic head mount, of course, is a tiny bit cheaper, but it's crap, because it doesn't like 100% screw shut, so the camera is still movable on your head, no matter how strong you close that what is it called, that screw, right? So that's annoying. Yeah. So yeah, let me let me find these pictures here. Wow, this is also nice down here. I have some cool pictures here. But I need to move forward with that so we can do some editing rather than just talking. I do go cheap on, for example, like these kind of, how do you say, these kind of reflector discs, for example. I don't see a huge difference, for example, to an actual like brand one or something like that. Let's see. Okay, I should have maybe looked for a witch. That would be would have been smart, but maybe should we use her? That's already pretty good. I wanted to have something where you see the face though. And I want to use this on the top. Let me look for some more stuff here. And then we start the editing. Let's go to the account of that artist here. Let me see. Yeah, but let me know about your like gear experience, stuff like that. Sorry. So like I said, these GoPro knockoff batteries have been a bad idea. Although I have to say that like not for the GoPro Max, the battery is like holds a long time, considering that you record in 5.6K 360. It's really amazing how long the battery holds. With the but with the other one, the new GoPro 10 is actually eating batteries like crazy. I mean, I often do high speed recording, so I have these like very nice slow-mo shots at the end. I should maybe concentrate a little bit more on my selection here. But yeah, it uses a lot of battery, to be honest. I mean, this is also a nice picture. We can do something with that. Let's decide on something here. Ooh. What do we have here? Yeah, this looks a little bit too naked maybe, so let's not do that. Okay, maybe we can have a castle background. I kind of think we are getting things together. Or we have something that's happening in a forest. We did a forest last week though, but we can think about that. 1 second. Let's go castle? Castle, is that how you write castle? Yes. Oh, actually, I wanted to have kind of a brick wall or something, right? Castle, brick wall. All right. So, yeah, there's a lot of... Also with the backpack, I mean, I have this thing here from Newer, which is a nice, like, cheap brand. But I thought I buy this smaller bag that I can put into a normal backpack, and then it's super like complex actually because you have to put it in and out all the time. So I rather just bought an actual like photo backpack, and that made a lot more sense. But I still have that thing for like keeping all the equipment in there as a soft bag, and you can throw it in a suitcase, so it wasn't a complete loss. So that's good. Maybe we. That's also not too bad here. Maybe we go with a forest, also like this one here. But I want to do something with this. No, that's not so good. Let's use this here. Okay, or maybe this. Okay, let's just download stuff. Oh yeah, and the end of summer sale, don't forget about that. That's happening right now. I hope that's a good choice. I just selected 6 of the packs instead of having these humongous like super collections with a ton of stuff in there. Maybe that's a bit too confusing. I don't know. By the way, something I'm not very message retracted. Okay, I was about to read it right now. Something I'm kind of happy with, but not really happy with, are these gorilla pods here. Because they are like, they get weak very quickly, you know, like I wouldn't trust my mirrorless anymore to this stuff. I can use it with the GoPro, I can use it with my smartphone. So for that it's good, but for a heavy camera, you see like how this is already, like as soon as this comes out of the socket, it's kind of not gripping as much anymore. And you can see like how weak this leg here is, and which is terrible if this is what's holding the thing when you wrap it around the surface. So I'm not super happy with this. But it's kind of like if you want to put a tripod up somewhere on where you don't have any other place to put it, it's still a good alternative, right? Okay, let's get started here. Let's do some stuff here. It's already 20 minutes. Okay, well, it's still good. I should maybe let my cat out. Should we do a square format today? Let's go square. Should we go 2,000 or maybe 3,000? Let's go 2,500. So we have a, or let's go 3,000 actually. So we have nice quality. There we go. All right, good. So let's place some stuff in here, which I simply drag into that. That's a lot easier. Let's see. So let's go with this scene here first and arrange that, and we will make that a little bit darker. And then we could put these moons up there into the sky. So that's actually a nice starting point. And then, oh, I wanted to do a ghost effect today. I could do this next week. We still have like, Halloween is at the end of the month, right? So we have, let's play with this, and then also this, and then also this. Let's see how good that looks. This is going to be really nice, I think. But I want to have it like in more of a round constellation. You can get the 85mm for your Sony too. I have the 85mm from Sigma. It's really, really good. 1.8 is it, right? 1.4, 1.8, I think. It's really good. I really love the Sony lenses, the Sigma lenses. I don't know why the Sony lenses are so much more expensive, and often they have like less of a stats, basically, you know. Like for example, you get for Sigma you get a 2.8 from 24 to 70, and then for Sony it's like 4, which is like, really 4? Seems like pretty high for a aperture for a expensive lens. 4 is like, it's almost like sounds almost like a consumer lens, kind of, right? I'm not sure, but I was a bit shocked about that, to be honest, for that price tag. So yeah, anyways, let me know what you think. Okay, so this starts to be good here. Do I cut this up and then move it around? I guess so, right? We could also just move it around, but maybe... Yeah, let's just cut this up. Okay, let's do this real quick. Let's rasterize this. Rasterize. And then we will make selections here. Let's just go like this, maybe. We don't really need that kind of glowy bit, I guess, because we will do our own glowy bit. Oh, then it's rasterized. I didn't think about that. Actually, we can do these on our own, but maybe the originals look better, right? Let's still go like this for now. Okay, let's see. This is the next one. Whoops. This is the next one here. Just copying these onto their own layers so we can then arrange them any way we want. The original always more expensive. Yeah, but why? Why are they more expensive? I don't understand. Because they are not better. So, and they're like super, like a lot more expensive, right? Like let's have a very quick look here. Just a really quick look. Sony G Master 24 to 70. Oh, that's actually a 2.8. I thought it's a 4. 1,800. Okay. And then what's the Sigma lens? Yeah, well, it's still a lot less. Isn't there also a Sony one that has 4? Kind of surprised right now. Interesting. Let's see, f4, what is that? Or maybe did they bring out a new one? No. Maybe. Oh. I'm confused. But still, it's like 1,800. And this is 1,200. And then often you get like a... Not often, but sometimes they have this kind of cashback thing. So I got mine for a lot less, I think. Not that much. I'm pretty sure not that much. Anyways. Let's go back to editing here. The original. Sigma are brilliant. Very sharp. Yes, I love the sharpness. A lot of Sony lenses are not up to the Sigma, the art range in class. Yes, I think so too. Like the Sigma are definitely a bit sharper than the Sony lenses. Oh, by the way, I did a portrait shooting. Sorry, it's like all over the place again. Where did I put these pictures? Let me think for a second. I'll have it here, and then on photos. It has to be in here. There we have Westbahnhof. Yes. Look at that. So this is made with 24x70 Sony art lens. Sigma art lens. What the hell is going on with me right now? There you go. And look at the detail, like in the face. Let's go in here. Whoops. Look at that. Look how beautiful these details are in the face and with the hair and everything. Very, very nice. Really, really like that. Such a nice lens. Here's another one like this. Wait a second. This is a nicer cut. This is what I'm going to upload also to Instagram. Look at that. Beautiful. With the light and the texture and like... Also, Sigma lenses have a very nice texture. Look at that. The little details here on the clothing and stuff. So yeah, I really, really enjoy that lens. Okay. I didn't like the 24x70 at the beginning, but now I actually really like it a lot. Okay. So actually, I think, I would like to have this moon go up and then go down and then have one here in the middle. How do we do that? We could maybe let's hide this one here and then bring this up here and bring this here and then bring this here, but maybe turn it to the other side and then bring this here like so. That already looks pretty nice. So we could do something like that, and then she's standing down here. I have to do a selection on her. Yeah, so that's what. By the way, what is your favorite kind of if we talk about lenses? But that does not justify the huge difference in price. I've only one Sony lens. The others are Tamron, Sigma, Samyang, Valimax, and some retro manual lenses from Pentacon. Okay. I have to say that the Sony has the best autofocus. That might be that it is a bit faster on autofocus. Although I think like the Sigma lenses that I have are pretty quick on that. Maybe on difficult situations that might be, right? That could be a thing. All right, let's make a selection here on the woman here. Let's go, this is the right layer. And then let's go like this. All right. Okay. There's a little bit too much here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so lenses are, I mean, there's a lot of, like, I was also thinking that could be a thing to, like, buy the kind of the cheapest lenses you can get on Amazon and then make photos with that as a like a review or something. Not a review, but like a fun video, you know? And I guess you could also send it back afterwards. I'm not sure about that, but if you have, like, they have, like, crazy lenses for, like, I don't know, $100 or something. That could be an interesting video to see, like, how good does a super tele lens for 100 euros perform actually. That might be nice. It's something Potato Chat has done, so this is where the idea comes from, to be honest. But I found it a good idea. I mean, it fits the photo concept, and it's also, I think it's interesting to see how, is there anything like possible with these lenses, or are they just like too good to be true? Maybe if you want to have like a more crappy quality, because sometimes you want that, you know, that's also kind of a style where people, for example, use older cameras and stuff like that because they just don't look that perfect. They have more this kind of, how would you call that? Vintage, more kind of vintage touch, right? That could be interesting, right? So there we go. But personally, I really like very sharp pictures. I like the trashy style, but kind of not in a serious way. More in like a, okay, it's fun to look at it, but I rather would introduce that in a way where I do it afterwards, right? So I have then the trashiness. Is that how you would say that? The trashiness in, for example, in Nick Collection, where you can add that. Why is this not? What? Anyways, okay, that's good enough. Let's make a selection here like this. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. We have this stuff here in front, but we can actually leave that in. Okay. Then we, should we separately make the background darker, I think? Should we do some kind of magic, like portal or light behind her, or smoke could be interesting. We could play around with that. And I also want to have some pumpkins in front. That would be nice. Let's have a quick look at pumpkins here. And then we start to bring everything together. So we have here, let's go here, pumpkin. Pumpkin, there we go. What does the chat say? Same with Fuji X-T1. Their lenses are expensive too, but I stuck with them because there are more features included and compatibility. Plus you can download lens firmware updates for free. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it might be that they are better supported. That might actually be true. And maybe they are better integrated into the camera. That could actually be a thing. So that's interesting. There we have one. Maybe let's have a look. We have, oh, that's called a Checo lantern. All right. Then we can also play with a skull. Oh yeah, and then, oh, the smoke here. That's also nice. Ooh, should we put a head on her? No, that's too goofy maybe. Okay. So here we have some pumpkins. That seems to be rather easy to find. And then also some skulls. That should also be easy to find. Okay, so let's do this. Let's bring everything together here. Maybe I shouldn't have used the square format. But anyways, it's still good. Okay, let's make the background a little bit darker here. I don't think we will use this picture. That was a good starting point, but let me blend this with the background real quick. Nah, I like the, I mean, it's nice and spooky. So that's kind of cool. Oh, it was behind her. This is why we didn't see that. Let's see like this. Yeah, but it's a little bit too goofy. Okay, let's cut this. That's why I use the lens from my father's camera, 40 years old. They have character with an incredible quality in full manual. What a fun. Oh, that's also a good point, right? That especially when you have like this kind of fully manual lens, yeah, you can get some really interesting old school character into the picture like that, right? That is really interesting. Okay. I actually have a lens adapter, a really cheap one by the way, which is also crappy, but it works for my Sony camera, so I can use the old Nikon lenses. And then I have to switch over to APS-C mode because with full frame you just doesn't look good. So yeah, but it works, and you can take some interesting pictures with that. And of course you save a lot of money because you didn't have to buy these lenses again. So yeah, there are a lot of very interesting options like that, right? To do some very cool stuff with this. I think we are gonna do an overlay here. And then let's see from the colors. Maybe let's go like this. Let's see. Maybe not that dark. So I guess we're gonna do a gradient. Radial gradient. Let's do this. We could actually do this in green. That might be, oh, that could actually be nice when that's brighter. Okay, let's put that point here in the middle. So that's already kind of a nice starting point where we are going. Could actually be even brighter in the middle. Let's try this real quick. Yeah. Let's go like this. Make this a little bit bigger here. Whoops, that's wrong. There we go. That's a good starting point. Okay, so we have this. Now let me see real quick how we can fade these things here into the background. I guess we're gonna go with our good old blend ranges. Just fade it out like this. Let me see. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Look at that. I might... Should we do this for all of them at the same time? We can do that, actually. Let's do that. 1 second. Let's reset this. And then I will put all of them into a group. Like so. We can actually delete this one. We don't need that anymore. Go and put them into a group like this. And then have the blend ranges for that group, like so. You can see now we have basically reduced that for all of them. Like this, that's good. And then, let me see, when I make a glow here, do we have a problem with that? Yes, we have a problem with that. Okay, so that means we're gonna put this in a second group. So you see now we have a group in a group because the blend ranges are on that group, and then on the second group, I should be able to make a glow effect. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, and we can give this any kind of color we want. Should we make it like just like this or something? All right. Let me see for the size. 150. It's actually pretty cool. Okay. I'm almost happy. Let's see. Inner glow. Maybe we can do some stuff here. Let's make this a little bit bigger here. Yeah, I don't like it how it looks here. I like it how it looks here, but not here. That's a little bit bright. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit too bright. I could... How are we gonna do this? Radius. We can reduce the radius, maybe? Center? No, center is not good. Oh, we could... Is center better idea, maybe? Let me see. Intensity. Maybe that's a good idea. Let's see when we change that from the color. Oh, this is actually nice. It looks a lot better here, and then it looks kind of like molten cheese over here, so that's kind of not so good. Opacity, let's reduce the opacity a little bit. Let's go like this. Okay, good enough. All right. What does the chat say? Okay. No new updates. Keep the comments coming. All right. Okay. Good. Yes, let's have a look for some smoke, maybe. Smoke. pink. Let's say orange smoke. Orange smoke. Does this give me... Ooh. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Some nice stuff here. Let me play with this, because that already looks pretty good. For the background, let's see. Let's place this in here. Oh, we're in the wrong folder. 1 second. Live streams 41. Halloween. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Boom. Nope, that was wrong. Again. There we go. Good one. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I like it. Let's put it on the background. And then let's see if we can just blend this. It's not too bad, but it's a little bit bright. Let's reset this here. And then see when we have the blend ranges. Need to change the blend of the moons behind the trees. Ah, yes, that's true. I still have to do that. So that actually looks the same. Okay, so we can use the other mode. Let's use this mode here, and then let's have a look at the brightness and contrast, if this is good for that mode. Bring the brightness down a little bit. Nope. That's not so good. Let's try HSL. Maybe we can adjust. Ooh. Make it a little bit darker. The colors are nice, but wait a second. When I put this in, maybe I have to put this in a group again and then have the adjustment for the group. Let's try curves here. If that gives us some better values. Let's make some clicks here and then pull this down. And then pull this over. And then let's pull... Whoa, sorry. Pelusa. Oh, this is doing all of that. This is something that's a little bit annoying when you put this on here and then it's applied to everything and just instead of just that group. Is it now in the group? No, not really, right? Ah, it is on the group, but it's reacting to the picture still. Okay, let's just do this later. Wait, I will just let my cat out 1 second. I'm back in 1 minute. Like 10 seconds. Come, Lucy, come. Yeah. Okay, sorry. He just wanted to have some food. There I am back again. Try making the moons blue. Oh, that's a good idea. We could make the moons blue. That's actually nice. Okay. So this, we need some more stuff in the foreground, but maybe we can leave it like that. Let's see about the moons here. Let's make an adjustment here for HSL. Hope that this is just attaching, attacking the moon adjustments. Oh, but it doesn't interact with the glow. Okay. Should we put it yet in another group? Let's do that. HSL. This should now also include the, yes, the glow. Very nice. Nah, blue is like, I mean, yeah, the bright blue here could be nice. With the orange, we have a nice contrast, right? Could also be violet. And we can also recolor the smokes still to have it a little bit different. Let me see if we have this like that, and then if we recolor the smoke to blue, for example, or some other color, if that looks better. Go like this here. No. Okay, let's not do that. But that might be a good idea to have this like so. It's kind of cool. Okay. We still have to put some light on her. But first, let's put in some pumpkins here and some... Let's get some... Where's the pumpkins? There's the pumpkins. Okay, cool. Some pumpkins and some skulls, so we have these additional elements. Let's see. Oh, there's another cool moon here, but we already have enough moons, so let's not do that. Should we use one of these dark pictures, or... That might be also nice, but we have to... It's a bit difficult with the selection, maybe. My cat is hungry. He ate like 3 or 4 times today already. Belusa, nein, bitte, komm jetzt. All right, let's take these. And then also take a skull or 2 and bring those together. What kind of skull should we use? With this light on that, or... That is also nice. This is also nice. Ooh, okay. Wow, there's a lot of skulls here. Ooh, that is also very nice here. Let's take some of these sideways skulls here. This one too. That one maybe. That's a good one. Okay, let's take this one. And then also this one. Magenta. Yeah, could also be an option, right? To do it like that. Okay, let's bring these elements. Oh, by the way, we should save here before we lose everything. I always forget that. Let's find the folder. There we go. Okay. So let's bring in these elements here. These 2. And then also this stuff here. Okay. Right, so this is going pretty well so far. I'm really happy. I think we might be able to just blend them in. Let me hide this for a second here. And then let's see, if we go here and go to screen, we can just put this here, right? Not 100%. Or maybe we can just use our good old blend ranges. That one might be a good way to do that. Not in this case. Because we see too much of the background in that case. Okay, let's just make a selection here. That's probably the easier way here. Let's go freehand. And then I can still draw it in if I need to. There we go. This is already feathered. That's good. Boom. Okay, that's the first one. And then the second one. Let's do this. Oh. There we go. Mask that. Okay. Let me go in here real quick. Do some quick refining. It's one of like painting in a mask or refining a mask with a brush is really one of my favorite things to do for selections because it's so easy and quick. And you see exactly what you get at that moment. There we go. So this is the first one. Let's have a look at the second one over here. Do this too. Could maybe put some smoke on them too. I have to figure that out. What does the chat say? Are you attending Benny's Spooky Edit War? Probably not, because I'm doing this photo project in Barcelona next week. And then, well, I still have the last week of October, so that might be a thing. Maybe I can do that. Maybe that might be interesting. I actually wanted to do more of these challenges, but the first one kind of like it missed the differentiator to the normal challenge of the week thing. So that was a little bit like I didn't really find a good solution on how to do these super challenges so they are actually different from the weekly challenges. And people didn't like it didn't look like people like invest the whole month into doing the edit, right? So I found that kind of the results have been similar to the weekly challenges. So it didn't look like it has a special like benefit in my case for my channel. But yeah, I think it's better maybe to go like this. There we go. Yeah, good enough. Okay, awesome. So we have two skulls down here. Whoops. Oh no, don't do that. Why? Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. Let's do this again. All right, so we have this down here. It looks a little bit strange, but we will cover this up. And this has to be smaller too. Should we maybe just rasterize that? This is a little bit stupid, right? Because there's so much missing from the face. But maybe we can just put it here, for example. That might be nice. Let's see. Okay, so now we need to also do some selection around the pumpkins. That should be even faster because they seem to have a nice contrast to the background, like so. Okay. There we go. Let's do a little bit of... Oh, wait a second. We are missing some stuff here. That's not good. Refine. Yeah, that looks good enough. Okay. Let's put a mask on that. There we go. Okay. Whoa, okay. That's the wrong image. Don't want to have that. How big should we do them? Maybe like different sizes? I should actually... Should we split them up or maybe have more of them? Oh, we can actually have this one skull a little bit behind that pumpkin. Let's bring this over here. You know what? I'm going to make them big and then rasterize. So I don't have to deal with this kind of bigger selection. Let's do the same thing with these guys here. Oh, come on. Really? Anyways, let's make this big. And then simply say rasterize and trim. That will cut the lower part too. Okay, like this. And then we do the same thing here. Higher resolution. There we go. The higher resolution is just because, not because I make it bigger, but because it's the original size still, right? And now I can make it smaller. There we go. All right, there we go. So that's already pretty cool. We could also use some candles, right? This is adding more and more layers here. That's interesting. And then we also have to bring the stuff together. Candles could be a little bit complex, but let's see. Let's go for some more pumpkin. Pumpkin. Maybe if we have 2 or 3 more pumpkins, we can then have them in different sizes and not look completely the same. This one is nice, but it's very dark. Let's still use it. I'm sure it does. Doesn't rasterizing lose pixel quality? It does, but when you make it bigger, like if the resolution, the original resolution is bigger and then you rasterize it bigger and then you like make it smaller without rasterizing it again, it keeps that resolution that you rasterized it in. This is why I stretched it bigger for the original resolution and then rasterized it and then made it smaller again. So it still has this kind of high resolution. As you can see here, if I now stretch this up again, you can see it still has a high resolution because I rasterized it in a bigger size on the canvas, right? So that's an important part of that. Okay, let's bring this in here. Good. We are making progress today. This is good. Maybe we could even keep this with these hands coming out of the ground. That could be fun, right? Belusa, baby. I don't know what's his problem today. He's endlessly hungry today. Nice tip. Okay, thank you. Now you have skulls from giants. Yeah. we still have to adjust that. How do we select that? Yeah, let's go like this real quick, and then I can refine it with the brush if necessary. Because I want to let's keep the hands for now. We can still remove them later. By the way, if you do it like this and you have these kind of bumps in there, you can also refine that later on by using this kind of softening command, or what is rounding? Well, I have to look it up in a second when I'm done here. 1 second. You see, like, because we get some edges here. I will show you in a second. 1 moment. Let's go like this, and then maybe go like this. Good. It's sufficiently round. Yes, it actually rounded it on itself. So that's kind of good. Let's make a mask here. That's pretty nice. So we can use that again. Let's make this bigger and then rasterize it, and then why didn't it change? Oh, okay, I see. Rasterize and trim, there we go. Rasterize and trim is cutting out everything that is outside of the canvas, right? It's just clipping that off. I think the pumpkins are not the same mood as the witch at the skull. She's all fantastical and scary, and the pumpkins are too sort of funny. Yeah. Well, let's see for what we do with the editing when we bring the colors together, right? Let's have a look at that. Is there maybe a picture where we have more pumpkins at the same time? Like already lined up together? I could also look at free pick, for example. Let's have a look at free pick. Pumpkins. There we have these kind of vector graphic pumpkins. Let's have a look at photos here real quick. Or do we already have enough? Oh, but ooh, ooh, I like that. A little bit of a graveyard. Is this a JPEG? That's a JPEG. Okay, let's go for that. I want that. This is that nice thing when you just like see what's happening, that you can just find interesting things and work with them. I have to figure out how to integrate that, but I think we can do some cool stuff with that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's go back here for the pumpkin choices. I think this is going to turn out really nice. Whoa. That's also nice. Scary forest. I plan to use this as a background today, but then I found this other picture. We have a more goofy witch here, which is also nice. Let's play with what we have here already, because that already seems like a lot. And then we can maybe resize them and make it look like it's different pumpkins or such. So let's see how I can integrate her into this. And then also blend this with the background. Let me see if we can do something with the blend modes here. Probably not. No. We have the smoke. I guess we're gonna make a mask around these headstones down here. And I want to put her behind this headstone here. And it's kind of in the forest, so that's nice. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Let's make a mask on that. Make my brush a little bit bigger here. And then make a selection over here. In the foreground. I think, yeah, we actually need like the width of the whole picture. And then I'm gonna hand paint the rest of the mask in there. So we're gonna make a mask here like this, but not use it on the picture. Instead, I'm gonna put this into a group. And then where's the woman? Down here. Let's call this a witch here, this layer. And then pull this up here and put it into the group. And surprisingly, the mask is not doing what I want it to do. Oh, it's the other way around. Let's invert that mask. Layer invert. There we go. That's already better. Let's bring the smoke in here too. This is the smoke, I guess, right? Smoke. Let's do that. Bring that in here. And then we can also have a second layer. This is on top of her. It's not what I want. Let's put her on top here. And then we have to make the background darker. So we can actually see the smoke. Let me put a mask on this. Make that bigger. Again, I'm using this kind of toolbox thing to make my brush bigger and smaller, in case you're wondering why I'm not touching anything. It's just this kind of controller device. That's actually kind of nice here. And so this is how I'm doing that, right? Let me see if we can recolor the graveyard scene to bring it closer to the smoke we already have. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Okay, so let's play around with the mask a little bit more here. Let's reduce the opacity here. Make this smaller. Let's see if we can bring this in here. Maybe I should just put the mask, sorry, the smoke over her, over that scene. Let me make a duplicate of the smoke here, bring it on top, and then turn off that thing we did here. Oh, we didn't do that here. What? Oh, okay. No, that's too much. I'm a little bit unsure how to blend that smoke into here. So we see the stones at the same time. Gotta say, it's not working for me at the moment. Yeah, well, it's in the process. But it's kind of... how do I put the smoke on there? Maybe we should use a different smoke and then recolor it. I think the problem with the smoke is that the background is rather bright here. Maybe if we bring the background a little bit down. This kind of graveyard thing. So when this is dark, we see the smoke a lot better. Maybe when I put the graveyard on top of the smoke, maybe that's a better idea. Let me work a little bit the mask here for the gravestones back there. Maybe we don't need so much like glow from back there. If we remove these elements, this might be better. Let's bring this up to 100% here. 1 second. No. Oh, but if I remove that, we don't see the gravestones anymore. That's a big puzzle right now. How do I do that? Any smoke assets? Smoke brush? Ah, smoke brush. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. Okay, let's try that. That's a very good idea. I completely didn't think about that. We can still make this a little bit darker here. Let's keep it like this. Okay, and then let's see. I have this smoke brush here over there. 1 second. Haven't used this in quite some time. 1 second. Fog. There we go. Fog brush. Let me... We make, of course, we need the color. Or make it white. Or make it gray, maybe. Let's see if we have kind of a... Like this kind of orange color here. Ooh. Oh, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Okay. That was a really good idea. Thank you very much for that. We have to rotate the brush, though. So let's do that real quick. Please turn even slower. There we go. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for that. I completely forgot that I have this brush. Let me make a second layer here. Maybe make that second smoke a different color. Let's make it a little bit more red. Let's go like this. I completely forgot about that. Should we use a second different smoke for the second one? Let's go look at this one. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. There we go. Okay. I know that this is too much right now, but we can still adjust that. Let's push HSL adjustment on here. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen. That's nice. Let's go for the second one here. That was a lifesaver, that tip. Thank you very much for that. I completely forgot about that stuff. Should we do that? Maybe. Let's go like this. All right. That's good. Okay. It's a little bit much, but we can still adjust that. We have to adjust her. And then the scene starts to look better. What's up with the mask, though? Wait a second. Let me pull out the layers, because we have so many layers. I'm kind of not seeing right now which is in what group. See, this is outside of that group. So let's put this in here. Let's also try to put this in here. Let me duplicate that and then bring it out again. Whoops. Where is it? There we go. Is it outside? Wait, something. Oh, wait, sorry. We put it behind the thing. Then I need the mask here. Boom. And then we're gonna do select, invert pixel selection, and then put this mask on here, like so. So I have this now in a separate layer. And then we can now reduce this. So we just have a little bit on there. Like so. And I will still adjust the colors. Don't worry about that. Let's adjust her colors here, maybe. And then we also put in the pumpkin stuff that we have. There we go. Let's put some light adjustment on her and color adjustment too. Maybe we should make her a little bit like darker for sure. Maybe a little bit more high contrast. Let's pull this down a little bit. Or should we make her more like this kind of red? And I also want to put some light effects on her in a second. Guess we need to do something with light with her. Let me see if we bring this down a lot more. Make her really dark. And then, let me see. Let's try it like this for a second, and then let's see when we have a second one that goes the other direction. So there's a little bit more playful. So let's see if we put this on there. Invert. paint this on. Not too big, sorry. Oh, we have to have the other brush again. Basic brush, 1 second. What's the time? 1 hour 16. So I'm editing less than an hour. So that's good. Okay. Let's reduce this. Then I want to have her face brighter anyways. Maybe we're gonna put some maybe light in her face too. One second. Okay, so that's a starting point. Let me think. Okay. Boy, we have so many layers. What is this? Oh, this is the smoke in front. Okay. Smoke in front. This is the graveyard. So now let's have a look at these elements here. Oh, probably have to put it in front of her. There we go. Because then we can decide where we need to have more light and stuff like that. Should we have that with the hands? Maybe the hands are a little bit too goofy. Maybe we should just keep it like this, right? Without the hands. It's probably better. It was kind of a funny idea, but it's kind of too stupid, maybe. Let's remove them. Okay. There we go. Let's do the same over here. All right. So we have this guy here. Can now put that on here. Where are the others? We have this stuff here still. Nope, sorry. There we go. Let's put this up here. Looks fantastic. I hope so. Any smoke assets? Smoke brush. Oh, this is from before. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I hope it's getting still better because it's still a little bit lacking. And I think I'm gonna duplicate this one here and then reduce, like remove one of them. Or could we just like split it up maybe? Let me try that real quick. Let's remove that one on that side because the other one is fully visible. And then we're going to start and blend everything together. Okay, so now we have here an individual pumpkin. Let me also duplicate that one and see if we can make this an individual pumpkin. Oh, that's not good. Sorry. No, Edit, redo. Okay. Okay, so we have this, but we need to have the other thing over here. So let's do it like that. Let's get some part from here. Sample this, put it over here. Opacity maybe higher. Let's go like this, and then we're gonna rotate this around to the other side. It doesn't have the same brightness, but does have the same structure, so that's a good starting point. Let's make a selection here. Take the brush, and then let's see when we color this a little bit over. I should have started with that. And also, stupid. Wait. Well, it's okay. Never mind. Do you hear me? Sorry, when I'm thinking, I'm getting quieter in what I'm saying. I'm not sure if you can. I need to think about that. Yeah, it's good enough. Okay, cool. Because it's just going to be a small detail. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, there's some stuff here. We don't want that. Let's cut this here. Boom. So now it should be gone. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's put this down here, and we can spread those out in different sizes. Those are still together. Some bigger ones here. And then spread this one over here. Maybe put that here. Make a copy of that. Put it over here behind that. And then let's see. Maybe I put it like this and then put that guy over here. Let's put this, flip that, make it a little bit smaller, put that over here. All right, so this is starting to look nice. Put the skull somewhere. This skull is nicer because it actually is full. This is like a little bit dented, damaged. You know what? Let's delete that one. Stupid. There we go. Arrange, flip horizontally, have a small one here. I'm just putting them behind the graves and not gonna waste a lot of time here on trying to fit them in. Let's go like this. And then I actually feel like a candle would be nice, right? Maybe also a bigger pumpkin. What is with that pumpkin here? To make this a little bit darker. Not darker, just put it a little bit more behind that other stuff. That's what I was trying to say. Give me this one. Let's make a copy, make that bigger. Put it back here. Actually behind that other guy, like that. Okay. A candle would still be nice. And then we have to bring the stuff still together. Is there any nice candle we can use? Kind of a classic candle would be nice. Dripping candle. Dripping. Maybe we can use like a graphic of a candle. Ooh. Okay, let's do this. Let's download that. Bring it in here. The candle's a little bit dark, but maybe we can still use it. Let's see. Can we just like reduce the background? Let's see. What's the time? 1 hour 30. Okay. Here's a little trick on what you can do. You see, I have reduced it that far, and then I put this in a group, because if you rasterize, the blend mode is going to stay the same, so this doesn't really help. But if I put it in a group like this, and then I rasterize it, this is also rasterizing the blend mode. So this is actually now the new layer, and you can see the new layer has a remove background. So I have just removed the background like that. And then I can simply use this to brush that stuff out. So that's a very quick way to remove a background and actually end up with a pixel layer, you know? Oh, let's do this here. Just have to clean it up a little bit. Because as you can see, this layer has darker parts, so we can't actually like just work with the blend modes, because they will just like remove the shadow parts of the candle, right? So that it just doesn't work. What we can do here, as you can see, we have like a 1 pixel surrounding around most stuff, is that you make a selection of that, like so. That's okay. And then you shrink that. Go up here to select, grow and shrink, and then with your mouse wheel, you can see you can shrink that a little bit. Let's shrink it by 3. Click on apply, select, feather, and make this 2. Apply, and then invert. Oh, sorry, we're not going to invert the layer. We're going to invert the selection. Let's see. Oh, that took a little bit too much. That took a little bit too much. Let's grow that again. Or in this case, actually shrink that, because we inverted that. Let's go like this, apply. I actually don't need it up here, so let's use the eraser and do it by hand. Is that okay? I think that's okay. There we go. Can just go around everything, and then we have removed that dark outline and still have a nice candle. And up here we have to be a little bit more careful, of course, so we don't cut that little, how do you call that actually? I don't know. That part of the candle. I don't know what's that called. And now I make a selection here with the freehand tool like this. Go over here like so. And then I can move this over here without, like, this is still the same layer. It's not a new layer, right? But it's you can move elements inside of the same layer by selecting them beforehand. So that's a very easy way to do that. You can see, boom, now we have a candle. And then let's maybe make this a little bit brighter. And kind of, can we recolor this in a nice way? Or do we have to use another layer for that? Let's have a look at the HSL here real quick. Or should we keep it like that, maybe? There's still some stuff up here, by the way. This is why this selection is so big. Let's delete that part here. You can see there, but just like sometimes if you have 1 pixel up there or stuff like that that's invisible, it's still big enough so you will see it in the selection box, and that can be quite annoying. So now we basically have to figure out where we want to put those. You know what? Oh, there's some stuff in here. Just seeing that. 1 second. There's some stuff here. Oh. There we go. Okay. I think I will rasterize this real quick. Oh no, because then it's smaller. Wait a second. Let me make this big again, rasterize it. And then make it small again. And then I will copy this, hide that one, and then I'm going to go in here to liquefy that. Then we're just going to bend this around the skull here a little bit. Apply. Please don't crash. There we go. Should we maybe have this in front of the skull? I didn't adjust it yet, but oh, that's actually, that looks great. Look at that. Pretty good. Pretty nice. Let's make this visible again. What's the time? 1:30. Okay. Let's bring this also in front of the pumpkins here. Maybe put it, should we put it over here? Or maybe we can put it, no, we can't put it here. I can have one here, that's good. And then maybe we can have one over here. And then maybe a small one over on that skull here. Zoom in here, put it like that. Go to liquefy, and then just bend this down like so. And boom! Just like that, okay. The background is great. Thank you very much, Monty. What does wick mean? Oh, the wick. Oh, the wick. Oh, I thought that's kind of a trend word or something. Like you say, I don't know, like some kind of new, I don't know, like cap or something like that. What people say today on the internet. The wick. Yes, the wick. Sorry. All right. So we have this. Now the big question is how to bring all of that together, because actually I'm kind of, well, we have a lot of elements here. Oh, we also need to put some glow into all these eyes here. Let me think for a second. Let me save this also. So how about the color stuff that we need to do here? How would we do that? If we separate that out, let me quickly try here. If we have a recolor adjustment over everything. And then simply mask it out in different areas. That might be a quick way to color adjust everything in here. Make it red. I think that's kind of the quickest way to do that. Let me find some nice color here. Hey, we can add some atmosphere. Let me add some atmosphere here. Maybe not blowing out our ears, but there we go. The picture looks perfect with the orange colors in the foreground. You think so? Yeah, but the elements are not really coming together. So let's find kind of a solution here on how to bring everything together in a nice way. Without taking the rest of the night to do that. I just want to figure out what kind of color scheme we should use here. The music is a little bit annoying maybe, right? Okay, 1 second. Pink, I don't like. Blue might be maybe orange, or this kind of red, also nice. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Another way is like this. Stop this again. There we go. Where's my... Oh, there's the plant minutes. Sorry. Aha! That's kind of nice. That's a good starting point. So let's see. Give this a spooky blue on the outside. And then we had an orange on the inside. But it gives us a violet in the middle, so that's maybe not the best idea. And then we have, interestingly enough, we have here this kind of... Oh, I see. Okay. I would just blend out that bright area behind her. Really? No, but... Oh, okay. Wait a second. We could duplicate that layer here to give that a try. 1 second. Like so. And then make the center part here darker. It's actually a good idea. And then maybe make it more blue, so we have a bigger contrast to the foreground. Kind of this greenish blue. Oh, no, it's the same on every part. So maybe have this. And then we have to make her brighter in the foreground. What if you have a black and white filter, then lower the opacity and add the lens color? Just blend out. I like the blue tint. The blue tint. Okay, blue would be the most natural. Yeah, maybe the picture. Orange with the orange colors in the foreground. Okay. I just want to find a nice way to bring everything together, and I'm not super happy right now. Let me try another way here. Let's make another rectangle here, like so. And then have a linear adjustment, like so. And then make one this kind of orange. And the other one could actually maybe... No, that green is not good. Oh, what? Oh, we had the green in the background, right? Let's go like this. Maybe a brighter green. Then rotate this to the side, like so. And now let's blend this. That might be not too bad, right? The green is not so great. Let's see. Although, as you know, I'm a big fan of violet and pink, so maybe... But a pink... Let's duplicate this real quick. 1 second. And then change this to violet and pink. Or blue. And then we need to mask out. This is actually not too bad. Actually nice. The color on her is terrible, but this down here is kind of nice. And then the moons could be a different color. Let's pull the moons. What is this? Ah, this is the moon group. Okay, let's call this moon. Moons, okay. Let's pull this up here on top. And then give it a different color, or maybe turn this off. Yeah, that's already much better. That kind of fits better together. And then we need to have some glow on this stuff down here. We still have to figure out how to color her because I'm super unsatisfied with that. But for now, let's see. Let's experiment here really quickly with a brush. Let's make this opacity 100, hardness, let's go like 80 or something. That's a bit too much. Make this smaller. And then what I need here is a white brush, like so. Or maybe, let's take this pink brush over here because that's already a good starting point. Okay, let's make a stroke here. And then we need to have our layer effects over here. Let's pop this open. Boom, there we go. I need to have an outer glow. And also I need to have an inner glow. I kind of have to figure out how that's gonna look. 1 second. Now let's keep that white. We need something that's very bright. Maybe keep that brush white. 1 second. Start again over here. Outer glow. Let's pump up the intensity. No. Let's go with outer shadow on top of that. Set this to screen. Radius. Color. Still kind of weak. Come on. Why is this not glowing stronger? How does this look? Not great. Let me try different colors here. I'm just trying to define a brush that is looking good in the eyes. How about blue? No. This all looks kind of terrible. Because then I can just paint in the eyes. But right now everything looks kind of stupid. How about this? Maybe that's better. Almost there. I feel like I'm almost there. Just like, where's my color? There we go. It's just not looking 100%. Pen selection around the eyes, then glow. Yeah, but I try to find out a nice like look for that. Everything kind of looks stupid right now. By the way, we have the wrong. Let's go to the color wheel here. Is this on wet edges? No. Okay. Let's see. I select everything, delete that, and then I still have the brush. And so now I can basically make these selections here. Let's go to the add mode. That should be good. And then just make some rough selections here. Nope. Deselect. Yes. Okay, good. We can also afterwards bring maybe the background down a little bit to make the glow stronger. Let's see how that looks. Just have to do some of these selections here. And then we can just like colors in. Or just like replace that with the white or some other color. There we go. All right. Okay. Should I put the spooky music on again? I should have prepared a playlist maybe for this occasion. There we go. Let's go like this here. What does the chat say? Soften brush with more texture. Yeah, but if you have glow, I don't think the texture is going to do much. Whoops. Just need to do some more selections here, but I think we are almost done, right? It's going to go a little bit faster here because this is going to be covered up anyways. How much more do we have? I feel like let's also put some glow here on the eyes of the skulls. Yeah, let's also put some here. This is a nice glow, but it kind of, you know, there's kind of a glow like blend mode, but Affinity Photo doesn't have that blend mode. And with that, you can do like really nice looking glows. But yeah. Let's go like this. All right, almost there. Just two more. A little bit more here. A little bit more there. Good. And then this guy here. Let's make it like this. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna basically just paint over this. Make this brush a little bit bigger here. Is it 100%? Yes. There we go. Let's make this bigger. Okay. So that's basically it. But the glow looks like crap. That is the problem. 1 second. So we are going to... No, don't crash right now, please. Is it saving? Whew. All right. Layers panel. Yeah, the layers panel is like taking over the screen already. Okay, let's do some experimentation here real quick again, because this looks like absolute garbage right now. I guess we're not gonna also make the pumpkins a little bit like darker. How is it if this is completely white? Let's make it completely white. I think we don't really have too much of an option here. No offset intensity. Yes. Oh, there we go. That already starts to get better. Yeah, that's starting to get better. This intensity is not working well. Let's see. Let's play around with the color here real quick. Yeah, let's go like this. And then, yeah, it's kind of okay. Let me see. This is, where's that pumpkin stuff here? This is the smoke layer. Oh, I thought I lost the layer of that stuff here. Okay, let me quickly see when we have this and darken that a little bit down. If that makes the glow look better. Let me set this to soft light. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Okay, let's do this. Paint on here a little bit. So this is kind of dodge and burn, basically. Just making the background a little bit darker. And then you can see the glow a little bit better through that. So that's kind of good now. And then I guess this is the glow, right? Yes, this is the glow. Okay, glow. What was that? Can you make the preset with the glow from the pumpkin on the left? Can you make a preset? You make a preset for downloading or what? Or what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Let's duplicate this layer here real quick. Ooh, I forgot about that. You can just like make it more intense by duplicating it. But I actually want to have some glow over here. Let's make this very blurry. And then just like click on that maybe twice. Yeah, maybe make it a little bit bigger maybe. It's starting to look better, I would say. Let me see if we can use that to draw on her, to make her look better too. Because right now it just doesn't look good. Oh, have to duplicate that. Let's duplicate that layer and then select everything and then delete everything. Okay, so that should be empty now. Deselect, select her again, and then let's see. Make this a little bit bigger here. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Not really. Why is this down here so big? 1 second. We need to remove that. Oh, that was bad. Sorry. We have to go to the glow here. No, that's also wrong. Invert layer. There we go. No, again. What is going on here? Oh, not invert layer, invert selection. Yes, that's it. Did I select everything? Yes, right? That light painting stuff is just something I really can't do. That is the problem here. And I can't like, sometimes I can do it really well, but right now I feel like it looks like crap. Let's find a solution for that too. That's kind of my weak point. Turn off these curves here. Yeah, let's turn off these curves. That's a good starting point already. Let me see when we reduce the glow. Let's just remove the glow up here because that kind of doesn't look so good. And then if we paint this on, but in a very thin line, maybe. 1 second. I'm on the wrong layer again. Why is this going? Ah, because it's glowing outside also. Let me think. I know. Okay. Let's duplicate that again and then delete everything and then make a selection around her again. 1 second. And then I can paint on this, right? Yes. Okay, good. Make a small brush here. Paint this on like this. And then I'm going to rasterize it afterwards. That should look good enough. That should actually work. Let's paint this on here and also over here real quick. Because then we just have like a bright edge around her, right? That should actually look good. Yeah, let's do it like that. That's good enough. Okay, cool. So now we have it like this. I'm going to deselect that and then I'm going to rasterize that layer. Maybe put it in a group first and then rasterize it. And then we have to set this to screen again. And then I have to delete the outside. So that means we have to invert the selection. 1 second. What does that? A glow around her hand would look cool. Ah, that's a good idea too. Yes. Okay, so now as you can see, I can just delete that part here and over here too. And so technically we should now just have some glow on the edge of her. Yeah, kind of. Okay, let's reduce this here a little bit. Or actually, let's duplicate this. that better? Delete that, or make that a little bit weaker here. Like so. Okay, and then second step is let's go and select her again, make another layer. So this is Lady Glow 1, and then we have Lady Glow 2. Let's save this, and then we have Lady Dodge and Burn. Oh, we are at 2 hours. Sorry, guys. A little bit late today again. That's just what's happened. What happens. There we go. So let's see. I need to push this to soft light. I'm almost done, by the way. Don't worry. Why is this not working? Okay, we need more opacity here. Just want to make her a little bit darker on the outside here. On these upper parts here. That area is not working. Let me make another layer here. And then just give me hardness 0. Opacity very low, and then maybe just let's select a color like, what is a dark skin color here? Maybe here's a dark skin color. Let's use that. Paint it on here a little bit. Okay. Set this to multiply, reduce it a little bit. So just we have a little bit of shadow from the top. Let's deselect everything. Yeah, it's kind of okay. I'm still not happy. The light situation is just not great. But wait a second, what is this? Oh, that's the, where's the Dodge and Burn? Dodge and Burn is a little bit hardcore in the fingers here. But overall, I have to say I'm pretty happy with everything. Oh, by the way, we said to put some glow into the hands, right? Let's duplicate this layer here again. Select everything, delete everything, and then put this on opacity 100. Give me a nice brush. Make this 100%, and then this is not the glow, right? Let's take this glow here. No, this glow. Duplicate that, select everything, delete everything. So this is just to clean the layer basically, right? If you know what I mean. Let's put this on up here. Like so? You mean like that? I feel like that's too much. Let's make this bigger. I know what you mean, but I think it's kind of too much, to be honest. Where is she? She's down here. Let's do some adjustment for, let's try color balance on that. This is kind of balancing everything. Oh, because it's not on her. Okay. So that's already better. Let me see when we make a, what does it say? I think a bokeh brush is needed. A bokeh brush for what? For the background? Or what do you mean by that? Let me see with the lens filter on her. No. Brightness and contrast. Okay. Oh, and then the good old vignette, as I always do. Let's take the normal vignette this time. I think that would work here. There we go. I would say that actually turned out pretty well. Yeah, it's actually okay. Also with this kind of stuff here in the background, I'm actually okay with that. It could be darker though. It could be a little bit different. We could maybe, let me make a little bit of a layer here real quick and then paint in here with a darker color. Let's go here to multiply and then maybe take a dark blue. Maybe, Let me see if we do it like that. Like that. And then invert layer. And then I'm going to paint this on the background. Yeah, it's making it a little bit too like blending too well. You know what? How about we simply make the background black and white? Oh, that doesn't remove that. That's interesting. It's good. I'm happy with that. What are you saying? Update with a redesign using interface for Affinity. What do you mean by that? Update interface design. Highlight on her face, not higher. Highlights on her face, not higher. What do you mean by that? Highlights on her face, not higher. Thanks so much, Olivio. I think a bokeh brush. You mean some glow maybe on the face too? Or what do you mean by that? We could also do some dodge and burn on her, but I want to do the review. Let's just do some quick dodge and burn here. Lady dodge and burn. Lady dodge and burn. Okay, let's do this real quick. And then I do the review. Soft light. Let's bring this out here. Nope, sorry, that has to be gray. Give me the grayness. Or let's go with this hue, that's better. Okay, let's make this darker here, and then let me see. Okay, I want to have this darker over here and over here. And then, well, maybe over here too, in that area. A little bit here and there. And then this part here could be a little bit brighter. And then we're gonna make some highlights here on those. So bring them a little bit into the front. There we go. Whoop, that was a little bit too much. Let's make this smaller. There we go. Highlight here, pretty nice. Let's go over here, there, and there, and there a little bit, and here. Also down here a bit more. This one too. Let's go the other direction. This a little bit darker. Whoops, that's a lot. Let's bring this down a bit, just to make it a little bit more like a 3D in the hair. There we go. Also here a little bit on the face. We could do some darkness here. I'm not seeing what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. All right, let's bring this here like so. A little bit of like bright strains in here. Boom. This a little bit brighter. That down here also. And not over here. We could maybe, should we make this a little bit brighter here? Should we go like this? Yeah, it's good. This a little bit brighter. There we go. Oh, we can also work with the eyes. Oh, they they have become a little big. Let's not go too crazy here. There we go. All right. As you can see, now we have a nice structure. Let's do this down here real quick too. Let's bring this a little bit down. And this also over here. So getting some nice structure in here. Let's reduce this a little, or wait a second. Let's do it with the gray value, not with the opacity. All right, and then small one, and then we set some highlights here. Let's zoom in so I have a bit more control. Ooh, already missed that spectacularly. There we go. Whoa, that was not good. 1 second. Nope, missing. Good, that's better. Let's bring this up here, make this a little bit more faded. There we go. Is that good? Bah, that's a bit too visible. Let's try it like this real quick. There we go, that's softer. Okay, cool. Almost done, almost done. Nope, missing. There we go, that's easier. Just tap it with the shift key and it makes a straight line. There we go. Okay, that's so much for the dodge and burn. And you can see now when we look at her, this is without the dodge and burn and this is with the dodge and burn. You can see we have a lot more structure on her and also on the clothing. So that's a pretty nice little extra detail. All right, so that's the Halloween edit for today. Kind of nice. I'm pretty happy with that. Hope you like it too. There we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the thing here behind the trees. The moon. One second. How do we do that? Let me fix this real quick. Let me think. How would we do that? I could put the... We can multiply that, but I don't think that's a good idea. Let me quickly have that landscape on top. The vignette is important. I think so too, yes. I'm a huge fan of vignettes. Okay, so let's see. Well, I don't want them to eat too much of the trees. Sorry, of the moons. So, we could do it like that. I'm not a fan, but we could do it like that. Where's the moon layer? God, we have so many layers. Look at that. Where's the moon layer? This is the group. We have some rectangles we don't use. There's the moons. Okay, let's put a mask on that. So then it's basically like this. I don't know. I mean, technically we need that, but actually I like it more when the moons just like hover over her. I enjoy that more. Let's not do that. Maybe they are just like you know, magical signs instead of moons. Also maybe bring them down a little bit, like so. Okay. By the way, let me try this real quick. Let's duplicate this real quick. Oh, that's also nice for the shine. But how about if the moons are bigger? And no, that's not good, right? That's not good. Okay, let's not do that. But we can make them more glowy. Maybe not that strong, but let's reduce this a little bit. Just a little bit more. Okay, good. Let's save this. Boom. All right. I hope you like that. I'm happy with this, to be honest, with the graveyard and everything. The graveyard, maybe we could pronounce it a bit more, but it's good. It's good. I'm happy. Okay, here we go. Let's close this and then go to our group on Facebook. There we go, Facebook. And find the challenge of the week. Where are we? There we go. Where's the challenge? This sticky thing here is so annoying. Oh, didn't I sticky that at all? I think you saw it. Anyways. There we go. I didn't sticky that. I forgot about that. Anyways, I think enough, or I think everybody saw it, right? I hope so. Okay, there we go. So thanks for checking out my edit, and now we do the review. Let's close these other layers here. We don't need them anymore. Close other tabs. There we go. All right, so this is pretty cool. This is by Mick. Actually did this one quite some time ago when I was doing quite a lot of composites with Funko Pop figures. It was my fun horror take on the old dogs playing poker. Unfortunately, I don't have the source picture anymore. I see. Okay, pretty cool. Very nice. I know what you mean. This kind of painting where the dogs are playing poker, and here you have these Funko Pop figures. Really cool. And you have them yourself, because that's nice. I like the Funko Pop. Really cool. I like that design anyways, with the like the makeup through the eyes. Really, really nice. Yeah, pretty cool. By the way, they made a sketch where they have a female as the daughter of him, and that looks amazing. I think they should make like another movie with like a female character in there that's like the daughter of it or something, because that looked so good. And it's a nice like addition to that. But that's like this is really cool. The from the editing, like I kind of wonder if they are like 3D pictures of the Funko Pops or the actual Funko Pops, because they look so much 3D, and also the foreground looks 3D, but maybe that's just like the impression from that kind of comic style that's in there. But it's pretty cool. Really like that. I have no idea what that character on the left here is, though. Some kind of ninja guy? I'm not sure. I know this is Mike Myers, and then I'm not sure who that is. And that's it. Who is this in the middle? The girl. Is that from a video game? Is that from a movie? With the broken eye? What could that be? And the character on the left, I also don't know. It just looks like a ninja, but I'm not sure. Might be from a movie, maybe. Far too many Funko figures. Yeah, but they are fun, right? It's really cool. Do you have different sizes too, or just that one size? Ooh, that is very nice. Okay, cool. Ghost in a walkthrough. Okay, and so you combined, this is actually a very smart edit, because it's like you have this hallway here and then this, and sometimes if you blend them together and just adjust the colors, you don't have to do a ton of work and still get some really interesting results. It's a really good starting point, right? And also with the like everything is in the same color, you already have a color harmony in there. So that's a really good way to figure out different kind of ways to edit and create a scene and create an atmosphere and stuff like that. Really nice, really cool. Okay. Everything looks better with Funko figures. Maybe so. Hannibal Lecter, Jason, Annabelle, and Pennywise. Oh, that's Hannibal Lecter, really? This one here on the left side is Hannibal Lecter? How? With a gray mask on the face? No. I'm pretty sure this is... Oh, no. Freddy Krueger? From... No. Who is that? I think they thought this is Friday 13th, right? The movie. And who is... What did you say? Annabelle. Hannibal. Chase and Annabelle. Who's Chase and Annabelle? Chase and Annabelle. Oh, I have never seen that movie with that puppet here. I know that face, but I've never seen that video. Is it a series? Is it a movie? I'm not sure. Okay, anyways. Let's go on. So this is pretty cool, Diana. Thank you very much for that hallway edit here. Pretty nice with these photos. Trude has created this. By the way, I didn't get back to you on your, you messaged me. I just got back like a little bit, but not completely, because you messaged me again. You made an animation. You could have posted the animation, but just also a screenshot of the starting scene. But this is also very nice. The skull is very big compared to her head. It's like a huge, like a watermelon size skull here, but maybe it's like from a ghoul or something, like a really big creature. That could be pretty cool edit. I like that. I'm a bit confused why the pumpkin is so dark with the glowing eyes, but why is it not like an orange pumpkin or something else that you can easier see? But maybe you wanted to hide that to take not too much attention away from the main character here. Two things stand out on top of that. She is very blurry from the photo, but the skull is rather crisp and sharp. So bring that a bit better together, maybe by also making the skull a little bit more blurry. Because otherwise it looks like it's in different pictures, right? And then the pumpkin down here that you're using looks like it's a vector art pumpkin, not a photo. And that, again, is a different kind of style, right? And so this kind of breaks the illusion, because you see that this is a photo and then this is not a photo. It's a vector art. So that's a little bit of a problem. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Very, very nice. All right, let's go on to the next one. Oh, here we have the starting elements. Yeah, as you can see here, this is vector art, and then you also have this background, which is very nice. Yeah, so I would rather use a photo of an actual pumpkin in that case, because the other elements are also photos. Ooh, what do we have here? From Eileen, kind of the wizard down there, throwing some lightning on really huge birds. Hmm. So from the atmosphere, I would say put maybe some clouds or fog behind the birds, so you have a little bit more contrast to the sky, especially over here, because you can see just a little bit of that like wing, or you see the complete right wing, but you don't see anything of the rest of the bird and not of the rest of that wing here. So if you have a little bit of fog behind that, stuff like that, you can make a little bit of a difference, or a cloud in front of the moon, to just have it a bit brighter than the sky, to then have a darker bird in the foreground, and you can have a little bit of difference. Also here on the right side, where that kind of wing is getting lost, you could also alternatively try to paint on some highlights, but I also have problems with painting these shining lights on that, because the moonlight could fall on the top of the wings here, and like that carve a visual outline of these wings in the darker areas. And then for this kind of lightning, again, it's difficult to have a nice lightning in front of something that is already bright. You could try maybe to make the moon darker, maybe a different color. Like, for example, if you have a little bit darker yellow moon, and then, for example, you have a blue lightning in the foreground, then the lightning is brighter than the moon, and you have a different color than the moon, and then you see the lightning a lot better. And down here, play around with these different blend modes and glow modes and stuff like that to create that light down here, or also with curve to make the curve brighter, and then invert it and paint it in as a mask. You've seen I've tried different versions today too, to just get that look right. Yeah, and then you could also like try these kind of tricks that I did today to get all the layers together. Like, for example, having an overlay with a rectangle with a gradient in that, and then try to have different blend modes and see, for example, if you have something down there that is, what could be a good color down there? Maybe a little bit of a darker yellow or something, and in the sky you have a darker blue, right? Or some kind of other like different tones. You have a dark blue sky, and then the ground is a little bit different. But in that way, you can bring these together. I can actually try this real quick. Let me open up Affinity Photo. It's just like the thing that I did before, and it's kind of an easy way to bring things together without investing tons of time on that. Let's bring this back over here. There we go. And see, just a rectangle like this. And then, for example, let's set the blend mode to soft light, for example, and go here to gradient and say we have here a darker blue, maybe like that. And then let's see, what could we do on the ground? Let's go like this, for example. And then, of course, you have to reorient that like so. And with this, for example, you can see already that these values are coming together a little bit better from these different elements. You can play around with that and see what that does. And you can also, of course, like have a mask on that or something else to paint it out in different areas to make it not too strong, right? And like I said here with the bird, if you would have, for example, here a little bit of highlight here on that wing. What do we have here? Let's just make a very crappy version here, but you know what I mean. If you go like this, a little bit along that wing, and let's pretend this would be the highlight here. Maybe like so. Then you can see that this is kind of like sticking out against the background, and you kind of have the idea, okay, there's some wing going on here, right? Of course, you should do it better, something that looks nicer than what I just did, but as kind of a way to do that. All right. Let's go on here to the next one. So thank you, Eileen. This one is from Urek. Wow. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So we have this kind of demon lady in the... It looks like in hell. There's a demon. All done at Affinity Photo. The night sky didn't match. So Gaussian blur and change of color. Pretty cool. I like that everything here is orange and blends together very well. Some reddish orange in some areas, and then she is kind of her dress is like transforming over into these flames. Is kind of nice. You can try down here, for example, what I do is when I have this kind of flame layer, I sometimes duplicate the flame layer and then blend it, for example, with screen and blur it at the same time. And then you get some more like shining edges around here and not these kind of darker lines around the fire, because that can look a little bit strange at these kind of ends here. You know what I mean? Or maybe try around by, for example, making the selection a little bit feathered. So there's a softer selection, and then maybe shrink it a little bit like I did with the flame. And then afterwards you could maybe apply some glow to that layer to like, again, add some flame glow to that. So you don't have this kind of dark edge from the selection here, where this is like basically from the original photo, you have this kind of dark background, right? And that's kind of what's sticking into the flame here. But other than that, pretty cool. I also like the composition. It's really nice. Very cool. Okay, let's go on here to Mary. Wow, okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here. It feels like a little bit like a Dali thing, right? Because of these stretched buildings. Yeah. What does she say? Use some bits from my scrapbook kits. Hope this is okay. I mean, it kind of depends on the style, because this is more like a photo collage where you see that the elements, like perspectively and from the way they are put together, not really like fit together. It's more like you put different stickers on a photo, and you have these kind of bright outlines here on the different elements. Like I said, like a sticker, and these kind of, why are these buildings like in that kind of skewed shape? I don't know what the idea behind that is. It's an interesting style. You can play around with that. Not everything has to be super realistic and super real. Sometimes it's just nice to stick things together. I actually made a video about that. I think I made a video about everything about right now, right? As always, to almost every topic, I have kind of a video. Let's check that out real quick. A mushroom world, I think I called it. Mushroom world. There you go. You can check that out. That was 2 years ago. I have 2 or 3 parts even. I think just 2 parts. And this is about this kind of world. If you know the video game Samorost, which is an old video game, this game is built out of these pictures that are just stuck together, and then you just can create fantasy worlds, and that you see that they are just stuck together like a collage actually makes the atmosphere and makes it like fun and imaginative, and a little bit like children are playing with their imagination. At the same time, it's very easy to suspend your disbelief and just like buy into that kind of aesthetic and feel like, okay, that world is alive, just because you want to play with the elements, right? So that could be nice. Check that out. Samorost inspired mushroom world. I have 2 of these videos, I think maybe more. All right, thank you very much, Mary. Let's see what else we have. This is from Lesek. Oh, I thought this is a glove. I was confused for a second what is going on here. Blurred when full screen. The hand looks blurred. Like this is again the same problem. Like the hand is blurry and also low resolution from, you can see the pixelation around the fingers here from the selection. while the rest of the picture, like this fork at least, is sharper. It looks sharper, and then this part here is blurry again. So you probably have created this out of multiple pictures. There is no blood on the knife or on the board. So and it's kind of, why is it so like shot from top down? I don't know. I know what you try to do, but the elements don't really come together that well. Like if you, for example, I think if you would put some blood splotches on the board and on the knife, that would be nicer. And then also have the ambient light on the hand. Maybe use a different hand, or maybe just use a photo of an actual hand, because in this case it's a photo manipulation, right? So you can have that, and then maybe find a picture of an actual like cut part of meat, from a cow or something, and stick that at the end where the cut is. There, so you have the inside, the actual inside with bones, stuff like that. Because with photos you can do a lot of stuff. With video it's more complex, but with photos you can just bash these things together and make them look nicer. And with some blood stains and stuff like that, and as you've seen, as I've done in this video, when you use Liquify, you can also like bend it into the shape a little bit, so it looks like it's running over the surface of the hand, right? Stuff like that. Just a bit, not like too much, because then the pixels are stretching, but just like nudge it a bit so it's kind of flowing around the surface. That could be nice, right? Play around with that a little bit. And maybe a different perspective, because the top-down perspective makes everything look pretty static. Also maybe a different light situation, with something more, because this light is very like, also with this little, I don't know what that is here, handkerchief or something. It looks very like a fancy restaurant rather than the laboratory or some kind of other location of a evil person, So yeah, so think about the elements and how to bring them together. Yeah, and I would use maybe a photo of a real hand to make it just look better. Okay, let's go on here. This is from Mateos. Wow, that's actually pretty nice. The guy with the burning hands, pretty cool. So you brought together a lot of different elements. Here we have the guy standing in the field. Oh, you used the same picture with the hands. There is some fire. That's pretty cool. And then you have some corn here. What did you do with the corn? You put the corn in here. Didn't see that. That's interesting. Okay. It's great. It's really cool. I like that. Also how the flames, I would maybe also have some flames coming out of his eyes or something. If it's all, I mean, maybe that would be too much, but I could see that some flames come a little bit out of the eyes here too. With the corn, I would maybe make the corn a little bit more obvious, because I thought it's just like straw hands or something else. I didn't see these kind of cobs, corn cobs. How do you call that? And here you see they have like more of a. In this case, you see it a little bit better. But still pretty cool. I like that. Also with the hat on top here, looks really nice. Awesome. Thank you very much. Let's go on here. This is Playing for Keeps. Is that a movie or something? What does Playing for Keeps mean? I combined 3 different skull picks to get the effect I wanted. Oh, interesting. I wanted to add a single eye. Oh, nice, yes. I was aiming for a movie poster type of look. The story is of a rock musician, okay, facing his possible future. Tried adding other elements, but preferred this more focused 2-image simple approach with text. Okay. I really like how these, I'm not sure, is it spider webs or is it like this kind of drippy kind of smoke that's going down his face? Ah, okay. So this and this skull. Really? I don't see these kind of triangles. And there's this kind of, oh, so this is smoke. Interesting. And then you have an eye in here from this kind of, from a drawing, which is surprising because I thought this is a photo of an actual eye. For the musician photo, maybe I would have used someone holding a guitar or something, so you actually see that this is a musician, because right now, I mean, from the composition, I would say he's kind of the evil guy, and he's either in cahoots with this with the skull, or the skull is kind of the mental image of what is going on inside of his brain, right? Maybe as an element of time, you could have added a watch or something in the background, or like just a watch face in the background. That could be nice. Because it's a little bit hard to have this kind of time relation because you can't see it at all. I would rather think that this is kind of the skull is what is going on in his mind. Yeah. Pretty cool. I also like the font that you chose, and that the color of the font is really nice, fits together with the rest of the elements. So pretty nice. Really cool. Awesome. Thank you very much, Russell. Pretty cool edit. By the way, I have to go and add more elements to the Hall of Fame. I completely was sucked up into other things that I prepared for the channel, but I have to add some more stuff because on my website, as you might know, I have a Hall of Fame for the best works of each week's challenge. I need to do this, how do you say, retrospectively for all of the not all of the challenge, but a lot of the challenges before. That's really cool. Lots of elements in here. Very nice. Also like how the tree in the middle goes and picks up the shadow here and the eyebrow shape to go up here like that. Really cool. And then follows the shape of the head to kind of have this kind of a little bit like a brain structure or something like that. That is really cool. And also I like how these many skulls and elements here create kind of an outside pattern to just have like a ornament frame around that. Pretty cool. Really like it. Really great idea. Very nice. Yeah. Again, as you know, I would probably have added a vignette on the outside because it's kind of like fading into, there's nothing more going on here. So if this is getting darker here on the outside, I think like it would be maybe a bit more focused. Maybe making an uneven vignette. You could maybe, for example, play around with smoke pictures that are like inverted or dark, you know, so it's fading into dark smoke or something like that. We can actually not really play with the smoke, but with the vignette. Let's try this real quick. I want to see how that looks. Let's go here. Layer, live effect, vignette. There's so much stuff in here. It's really hard to, there we go, find the things you want to see. There we go. Let's make this softer. And then let's go with the shape, more like, let's make it harder so I see what's going on here. Like this. Bring the exposure. Let's bring the exposure really down. Make it soft and then scale it up. And then bring the exposure back. Yeah, maybe a little bit like this. You know? I mean, you need a different shape. You are probably better to do it with a donut or paint it in with a brush. But kind of, at least here on the upper part, I think like a vignette is making a little bit more center focus. On the flames, kind of probably doesn't really make too much sense to have a vignette on flames. But up here, I could kind of imagine that. It would be nice. If you imagine it just here in the upper parts. All right, let's go on. Pretty nice. Really like that. That was from Laura. Thank you very much, Laura. Really awesome edit. Probably took a lot of time to create or to put together all these elements. Wow, that is a nice and simple and very scary idea. This is from Anne. Very simple first attempt, carrot finger. The images are my own and posted in the comments. Oh, very nice. Pretty cool. That's a very good idea. And very creepy at the same time. Nice. Really like that. Maybe I would have made the color of the nail a little bit different, or maybe no, not the color, maybe a little bit clarity on that and a little bit more contrast, because you have so much contrast and detail in these parts, and then this one is a little bit faded from the contrast and less sharp I'm sorry, than the rest of the details. But otherwise, a really cool idea. Like that. It's so eerie. It's like, ugh. Really cool. Nice little detail. Okay, this is from Oliver. Wow, okay. Ooh, nice. Can we see what kind of photos you added? Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Look at that. This guy here behind this kind of translucent wall is getting really famous. I see him edited into so many pictures. It's really funny. Okay. Wow. So the girl here, you really match the perspective really well on that girl, especially how the dress hits the floor here. That's very nice. The hand here is a little bit bright for how dark the shadow is around everything else here. But the rest is pretty cool. I also like that kind of glowing pumpkin over here. Yeah, really cool. The yellow is a little bit too, it's kind of a greenish yellow. It's kind of a little bit atomic. The yellow over here is nicer from these kind of flames. And then we have this guy back here. You could even leave that guy out because you already have so many details here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very nice. Interesting. I also like how you added the light here that is shining from that, from the pumpkin onto the chair. There's a lot of really nicely edited details in here. Very, very cool. The glow of the eyes. Really cool work. Thank you very much, Oliver. Very cool. Like that. How much more do we have? Oh, okay, that's good. So the next one is from Peter. Oh, wow. So this is another one of these more, how do you say, like patch? What do you say? And now I forgot the word. You know what I mean, where you stick together the paper. Can't remember. Reminds me of old Hammer horror films. Okay. Okay. Already 2.5 hours. Already almost 3 hours. I think we're hitting the 3-hour mark today. I like it. It's a little bit like a more like a children's tale, but I like how you introduce some blur here for these elements, so it becomes it has a bit more of dimension, you know, of depth in there. That is pretty cool. I think you went a little bit inconsistent with the blur elements, because over here on this left side it works really well. Then up here you have the cat blurred for some reason, but the bird is sharp again. And then this detail over here is also sharp again. So that's a little bit strange. And then the bird who is far behind the cat is also sharp. So that is kind of a little bit strange. And also this part here, that little tower here is blurred, but then the windows right next to the towers are not blurred. So have a little bit of a thought on what kind of elements are how distant from the camera or how close to the camera, and in what kind of relation with the depth of field should they be from the blurriness of these elements, right? But I really like these kind of the glowing eye here, that kind of, how do you say, almost kind of not mythical, what do you say, religious kind of, you know what I mean, this kind of sculpture that you pray to, right? And then some smoke is coming from the nose. That is a really cool detail in here. So all that makes all of that structure here look pretty important and kind of where the witches meet to make their kind of ceremony. So that's really cool. I like that. And also I like these other elements. Just with the depth of field, think a little bit about how you want to place that to actually create that depth in that picture, right? Okay, pretty cool, Peter. Very nice. Literally also like the style, very creative. Kind of a different thing, but also nice, right? Okay, let's go on here. This is from Richard. It's nice, but the way the things are blended together is a little bit strange. Like from the perspective, I like how the lady and the book is floating in there. Maybe also the tea or coffee cup over here. The watch is a little bit strange. Maybe I would have also rotated it because it's standing like so straight and solid that it's kind of it looks like it's standing on an invisible cupboard or something. It would be nice, for example, if you would have that clock closer to the camera and then also blurred, so you have a little bit of depth like we have seen in the picture before. Also here you could have blurred this element here and have a little bit more depth of field in here, and that would also create a little bit more motion with the elements. And the kind of very narrow red glow around her and the other elements, but not this element for some reason here. So it doesn't seem to have anything to do with the floating. Is kind of strange. The color doesn't really fit anything else in the picture, and the atmosphere of that very small glow is also kind of strange. So I would rather maybe have used a blue glow that is also bigger from the size of the glow. And I can see here that you have this amulet that is glowing red, and this is probably doing this kind of magic, but at the same time it's really like hardly visible. So you want to have more glow and more brightness on that amulet so you actually see that very well and look at that, because it's kind of hidden. You have to actually find that element and figure out, oh, this is what is creating that. Yeah, but other than that, pretty cool. Could also be like a darker green glow or something like that, you know. So play around with that. It looks pretty cool though. Thank you very much, Richard. Oh, a nice face off again. Pretty cool from Joanna. What does she say? Spooky clown girl now with HSL adjustment. Thanks to Olivio. Ah, okay. So this is what you told me, where you said you want to readjust that. Interesting. That's nice. I would have maybe for example, rotated the head a little bit to the side so it rather connects down on the chin. Not completely connects, but you know it's kind of floating away to the right side rather than just being moved to the left. And then also make it maybe a little bit blurry and a little bit more translucent. So you see that this is kind of the second face, the colorful face, is kind of floating a little bit away from the main face. I think that's what's happening here, because if you look at the rest of the character, the whole girl is translucent. So also this here, you see the shoulders down here translucent, and you can see the window also behind this part of the head. So this head could also just be like, she could just have a face that is consistent of like just two faces, right? And this is not actually floating in front of her or next to her. So that makes it a little bit difficult to really understand what is going on in that kind of thing. You could also maybe, if it's moving, if it's floating away from her, on the edges use a little bit of motion blur, right? So you duplicate the layer, make one in motion blur, and then you just erase or mask out the parts you don't need. So that kind of motion blur is just happening on the edges. That could be a thing a little bit, like not too much, because then it's just racing away from her in high speed. Just a little bit of blur, right? Pretty cool still. Very much like that. Okay, cool. And this is already the last one from Niels. Ooh, nice. You again put in a lot of work into that. Lots of different elements here. Wow. Let's have a look on the elements that you used. Oh, wow. So mostly individual elements in that picture. It's really crazy how many different layers you put in there. Very nice. Okay, let's have a look here. You can see like the grass in the foreground is actually from a different picture. You see this here? This is just a grass landscape. And then the house is not here, but the house is individual. And then you have this kind of graveyard that's somewhere in the background. Oh yeah, here a little bit. You see it a little bit. It's just like hinted at that there's a graveyard in the backyard. In the backyard, basically. That's true. It's very nice. The only thing that's standing out to me is that the different elements aren't really blended together from the contrast, the brightness, and the ambient color is actually good enough, I would say. When you look at that woman over here coming out of the house, the ambient light looks good, and also over here. But for example, this character, like with these wood planks here, why is that so dark? And then there is some kind of fog basically behind her. The fog is in between her, in between the blankets and the wall. So this kind of fog should actually be in front of that figure. So maybe you just like move the layer into the wrong like position, and this is why it looks like that. Also, the sizes are a little bit strange from the elements. For example, this woman here is really big. If you imagine that this is half of her body, that means the other half is going down to here. So she's basically, when she's standing, half as big as the complete house, right? So that's a bit big. And then also the girl here in the front is pretty big compared to the house in the background. So if you look at the window here, and this is already a very high window, you would probably imagine that she maybe goes until here or something like that. So she would be a lot smaller. Also, you can see this is, I think this is a door over here. Might be a window, I'm not sure. But again, she's taller than the first floor. You can imagine that the first floor is kind of ending here in that area. So the scale of the different elements is a little bit off. Unless these monsters are giants. But yeah, okay. Oh, that's it. Okay, cool. So these are the reviews for today. Let's switch to the big view. All right, that was a long stream, but I really like to edit a little bit longer. I hope you enjoy that too. Wow, I'm really red. Sorry, there's a lot of color today. I forgot to reset that from the when I film with daylight, I need to push up the saturation a little bit, but then at night I can actually set the saturation back a little bit, but I can't do it right now. Collage, yes, thank you very much, Eric. Sorry, I haven't looked at the chat. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun today. Sorry that it kind of took a long time to bring all the elements together, but it's just like the process, you know? And I think for 2 hours, still a pretty good result that we got from that. And you have to figure out, especially if you work with found elements from the internet with no concept, just challenging yourself creatively, it takes some time to figure out how to bring together these elements and how to also blend them together to get the right atmosphere. And I thought we actually arrived at a really cool result. All right. So, yeah. And like I said, next thing coming up is my photo adventure in Barcelona. I'm going to still do all of the tutorials. I'm not skipping on anything. The video is coming, I guess, end of the month because I also need to edit that. Yeah, but this is going to be a lot of fun. Going there, challenging myself to take amazing photos and also video about how to take these photos and then bring you that. And I want to keep that up and maybe do one of these trips every month. Yeah, so that should be really cool. Right, I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you very much, Beggies. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream, and I wish you a good, rest of the night, right? Let's put some spooky music on, and see you soon. Bye.